Are you looking for answers? Feeling left out in the cold? Let's break the delusion. Psychic spine reading. One, spread for what the intention is or what's going off in the background. Spread two, how it's going to play out. Okay. So let's have a look. If you want one of these, same day guaranteed, you know where to go. 20 quid. My same day guaranteed readings, I'm only offering 5 slots a day now. Okay. And to get it that very day, you need to have it in before 6 p.m. Okay. Bring a bit of work-life balance back into my life. Right. So what's the intention? What's going off? What's going off in the background? Okay. Right, okay, so not very clear at the moment, so stick with it. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, effort, and energy in. So this is a collaboration card. We've got the 3 characters here: landowner, builder, architect, all working together to build this beautiful cathedral. Different roles, different skill sets, same long-term vision. Reverse position, it's either when people are kind of thinking about themselves, or in this case, it feels like this person has changed their mind on their long-term goal and what they want. King of Cups, Cups, water, emotions. Court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around you. Right, so I'm going to say this is potentially how they're seeing you, or it's somebody else, because this might not direct. It might have an impact on you. It's got to have some kind of impact on you, but it might not directly involve you as such. So the King of Cups is kind, caring, loving, devoted. He's very much like, I'm here for you, I love you, I support you, I've got your back, right? And then we've got the 8 of Pentacles. So we call this guy the Apprentice. So I'm going to assume this is them on the bench, banging away at the Pentacles, knowing they're not a master of the skill yet, but happy to go through that process. It's got a little bit of a feel of this person in your energy, be it a partner, be it a friend, be it a co-worker, whatever. They don't want, there's been some long-term goal or vision and they don't want it anymore, but they're worried about upsetting you because you're pushing forward, you're doing everything that you can do. So as it stands at the moment, and I might be wrong, they're kind of telling themselves, well, if I keep working towards this, we'll get it done, and then maybe I can go in a new direction, something along those lines. Right, let's continue. Right, 5 of Swords in the reverse. Swords are where we think words were used. So we've got the figure in the foreground. There's 2 figures that laid their swords down walking away. It generally talks about a difference of idea, direction, opinion, etc., and who's going to come out on top. It can often be a mental battle, so it's about backing down. We've then got the Ace of Wands. Wands, fire action. Ace is bringing in new energy, not starting something new. So this is about going, right, long term, who am I, what do I want, where am I going? Overall outcome for the attention, please, or what's going off. 8 of Cups, Cups, water, emotions. This is about going in a new direction. So we've got the figure there, leaving the 8 Cups behind. So disconnecting from something on an emotional level that no longer serves us. Obstacles or blockages. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is in the upright positions about either energetic or financial balance. Okay, so it could have something to do with finance here. Yeah, and that's having an issue in regard to pushing forwards. Removing any blockages. 4 of Cups, Cups, water, emotions. We've got the figure under the tree there, staring at the 3 Cups. Stuck, bored, jaded, fed up, cloud, handcuffed, no opportunities. Upright position, can't see the wood for the trees. When's it going to change? When's it going to change? When it's going to change, when you lift your head up and see there's a cup there. So what this feels like is this person in your energy, there's been some kind of long-term plan and they don't really want it anymore, but they're worried about upsetting you. So they're wanting to keep you happy and kind of show that they're working towards this. But then I feel like that they want you then to kind of back down to this long-term goal that you have and reassess the situation so that either you or them can then walk away. What I would say with the 4 of Cups there is that's advice for you, okay? Because if you let this play out, you're going to miss out on opportunities. So say it was a business venture, for example. this person's got on board, they've got excited about it, and then they've kind of changed their mind. So that they're wanting you to kind of it's got a little bit of a feel of they want you to they're going to kind of crack on with things. They're going to kind of go, look, I'm doing my thing, getting on with things, but they want you to back down on this idea of having them as part of the team and reassess, so that you kind of let them walk away, because as it stands, really, I think this person's doing a bit of, with the six pentacles there. It feels a little bit like they might be energetically or financially taking. It's not that they're a mega bad person, but they've just changed their mind, but they've just been too cowardly to tell you. So you're being advised, stop focusing on why this person isn't kind of fully on board, and look for other options when it comes to that. So let's go on to how this is going to actually play out, because it's a little bit of sneaky behavior, that, really, because it's the classic thing of, if it was a love thing, it's like, I don't want to be with this person anymore, but I don't want to dump them because that makes me feel bad. So I'm gonna kind of hope and manifest and pray that something happens so that they dump me, and then I don't like. It's got that kind of energy to it. You know what I mean? Right. So let's go on to the divination row. What's actually going to happen? How's this going to play out? Right. Right. So I'm not sure if this is you or them at the moment. So we'll get all the cards out first. So 9 of Wands in the reverse. Wands fire action. 9's reflection cards. Upright position. We call this guy the Wounded Warrior. Confirmation burp, as they say on here. You're the chap there, bandage on the head, 1 on each arm. This guy's been through the ringer. He's been telling back, and he's looking back, and he's going, do you know what? I might be beaten, bloodied, battered, and bruised. However, I'm still standing. And it's in those moments, that's how we step into our power. It's in the reverse position, feeling defeated. We've then got the Moon card. So the Moon card, for me, talks about the unknowns. It's when we feel like something's off and we can't put our finger on it, or we're scrabbling around looking for the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle and we can't get them all together. Well, the problem in the upright position is the Moon card says there's no point looking yet. It's not ready to be revealed. And oftentimes, when we take that leap of faith in a new direction, that is when it gets revealed. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So this card's about feeling left out in the cold. Now, Pentacles, stained glass window of the church. Okay, upright position, stuck there. Again, kind of can't see the wood for the trees because too busy focusing on the situation at hand. Realizing that there is another direction, there is something else that could happen, there is some help and support that can be found. Whether or not it's taken is a completely different matter. Right, 3 of Cups. So it's a celebration card. I call it the sisterhood card. It's 3 ladies dancing around with cups in the air. That can be actual sisters, female friends, friends with high feminine energies. Witchcraft terms talk about coven, power of 3. This card talks about having cheerleaders and supporters. Okay, 5 of Cups in the reverse. In the standard deck, that person's in black. They're in black because they're mourning or grieving the 3 cups that have fallen over. 2 full wands behind them. Upright position, stuck in grieving mode. Reverse position, angry, sad, piddled off, annoyed. Something's not worked out, but realizing there will be better times ahead. Overall outcome card. Star card in the reverse. Right, so the star card in the upright position talks about hopes, dreams, aspirations, wishing on a bigger star. Reverse position, feeling like we're not going to get that. Okay, obstacles or blockages. Knight of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. Knight's forward motion. This knight talks about either news coming in fast or expressing ourselves. Hold fire on that. Removing any blockages. Page of Wands in the reverse. Wands fire action. Page is more youthful energy. This page is about getting out there, dipping your toe in the water, etc., etc. It's in the reverse position. So what this feels like is that yeah, it's a bit of a mix. So I feel like this person is they're still holding off, right? They're feeling defeated because you're not. You're being advised, even if you kind of feel like something's off or you're suspecting that they're kind of playing a bit of games, you're not coming forward and saying anything because that's what you're being advised not to do. So they're going to kind of feel defeated. They're looking for answers and guidance on how to change this, and they're not going to get it. You know what I mean? So they're going to do a bit of scrabbling around in the feeling left out in the cold, and then they're going to look for some support. And that's when that 3 of Cups comes in. Okay. Now, I think round about that time, that's when they're going to say or do something. Okay. And you're going to realize, I'm sad, I'm angry that this person's kind of mucked me about, but there will be better times ahead. But with the star card in the reverse position there, I feel like although you're not kind of mourning or grieving it too heavy, you've set your intentions and your sights on this long-term goal, and you feel like that's not so much that it's gone, but it's being thrown off. What you're being advised here is this person's a page of wands, and they're just acting like a child basically. So yeah, if you want to unpick your mess privately, you know where to go. Just remember, there's only 5 slots a day now, so get them in whilst you can. Ta-ta.